How are you this evening, this fine Sunday evening? This is Matt Groves coming at you with another episode of Sierra Online Forever. I really kind of question myself about this next episode, questioning a lot of things about myself, but we're going to go ahead and do it anyway. We've played, up until this point, we've played Mystery House, the original Sierra graphic adventure, which was pretty good. Wizard and the Princess, which was pretty awful. Mission Asteroid, which was kind of buggy, so we might come revisit that, maybe the C64 version. And then, if we look at Sierra's history, the next four games, roughly speaking, are not graphic adventure games, so I'm going to skip those. These are more like arcade type games. And so this one right here, which you notice I didn't put the actual title in this video name because it's not something, the name itself, I don't want Twitch to boot me off for it. I don't want to be associated with this sort of keyword in Google, things like that. But this is a precursor to the Leisure Suit Larry games, which I think we'll definitely play. So I think it's worthwhile checking it out. And despite the name, it's relatively tame content. However inappropriate it is, some of the jokes and stereotypes and all that kind of stuff is definitely, 1981 might have been, passable, but no, not so much anymore. So just keep that in mind if you're watching along, watching this video. That this is a text adventure created in 1981. It was marketed for adults only. And it's completely text though. There's no graphics. So, and from what I can tell, based on the script, there's not really any much in the way of cursing either. So a lot of it's just sort of like, just kind of body like cocktail napkin humor sort of thing. And so anyway, a little bit of history from this, and there it is. You can see we'll zoom in on that in a little bit, so don't worry. But I want to show a little bit of the history here. It's actually a README file that came with this version I downloaded. And apparently it was published as shareware at some point later. Shareware is something, this is kind of hard to read, so let's bring it up on another editor. But shareware is something, I don't know if you really hear that term anymore. No, that's not it. Shareware was something, basically it was like a marketing sort of technique. You would encourage people to copy and share a piece of software. With the idea that they would, quote, register it and send you some money, and then you send them some additional, maybe the full version of it or the sequels to it or that sort of thing. So this is a text file, came with version 2.4 shareware, and this was originally programmed by Chuck Benton. Now, that's not Al Lowe. If you know your Sierra history, you might think, oh, well, Al Lowe did Leisure Suit Larry. Didn't he do this one as well? We're going to see his name in the credits later. And it was also Gary Thompson involved. This was originally for the Apple II, like the games we played before. So here's just a little bit of history about it. So yes, it was the first. So whoever's writing this, I think this is probably Al Lowe writing this, right? Or maybe this is Gary Thompson writing this. Anyway, he played it on 1984. I thought it was the best game he'd ever seen. Which, okay, it was written in AppleSoft Basic. That's interesting. Little note there. Okay, and he wrote a version for IBM, which is what we're playing today, the IBM version. This is an interesting footnote, I thought, because I'm interested in databases and stuff. And so this guy, Chuck, wrote this game to test some things out with database programming. Because he thought databases were the thing of the future. And in a sense, they kind of are. Of course, I may be a little biased to that. And so he wrote a little adventure game to test database programming. And so he was doing some text files and random access files. This is, this is a very, very simple sort of experiment in retrieving data from like a text file or from some other file. So kind of interesting. Programming this in C. So he loaded a quick C compiler and programmed it. So programmed a version of this in C. He used macro assembler to allow the program to run at the same speed no matter how slow or fast your computer is, which is, if you remember the turbo button, if you ever heard the turbo button on computers, that was another way to solve for programs that didn't do this, that used the computer clock for timing. All right, Leisure Suit Larry 1. Larry 1 was the same game as the game we're playing today. So they contacted Ken Williams and Al Lowe, who was the creator of the Leisure Suit Larry series, and they bought the rights to this game and re-released it. It won several awards. Just remember that. It won several awards. Now, I don't know what awards even mean back then for software games and things like that. But they contracted to Al Lowe, and Al rewrote it, added graphics, and Leisure Suit Larry was born. Okay, so Leisure Suit Larry was planning a collector's edition, and they wanted to include this game in that collector's edition. So there you go. That's how this game was sort of got its widest audience. It was included as a bonus feature in the Leisure Suit Larry Greatest Hits collection. So I think there's no way really around this. It's an adult adventure game. So if you got any kids watching this video for whatever reason, just turn it off. You can skip this one. It's fine. But your objective is to score 3 times. I hope I don't have to explain what score means. You must hunt down your female prey. Okay. And do your thing. I'm already uncomfortable. Your objective will not be an easy one. There are many tasks you must complete, many puzzles you will have to solve, and in the end, you will get your reward. Okay, the text on the game, a lot of it lies in your imagination, which is honestly the part that kind of creeps me out about this. You type in commands. We've seen this before in the other games like Open Door, Push Button, or Kiss Girl. Many commands. Try anything you think of. There are some outrageous combinations, which I'm sure these guys are just having a ball coming up with stuff that people might type in. You can pick it up, do so. If you use it, figure out how. There are many things you can use more than once. Everything has a use, however small, which is interesting. There's no red herring objects. But you cannot hold everything you find. So remember where you put things. They will stay where you drop them. So again, this is something they kind of didn't really do much when they started going to like the AGI engine, is you can just drop things everywhere. But that seems to be a common theme in the games we've played so far. You'll start the game with $2,500. You will find the price of things in the game very high, so your money will quickly diminish. You must find a way to get more. Okay, and then this is sort of this aversion history. So a bunch of bugs, things like that. Yes, this is an adult game. Should not be played by anyone under 18. Yes, this is the disclaimer. Also, neither the programmer nor the syshop of this BBS. So this goes back to the shareware thing, because before the internet, or before the web, I guess, people would run these bulletin board systems, BBS, that you would connect to with your dial-up modem. And one of the reasons you'd connect to a BBS is you could participate in discussions and maybe check your email in some systems. And you would also upload and download files. And a sysop is a person who runs the BBS. So they're not responsible for any damage resulting because of this use of this game. By obtaining this game, the user automatically consents to this. I'm not really sure that would hold up in court, but okay. I found the game very enjoyable to play. Also, it's fun to write. If you like this game, I'd appreciate donations. You're going to send a list of it. Okay, so a small $10 fee per disc. Yes, okay. Gary Thompson, a.k.a. The Psycho Strikes. This is very much BBS culture, by the way, where you would do little signatures like this. And so this is a shareware thing. So again, it's kind of like a little bit like a primitive like Patreon sort of thing, where you give it away for free, but it's certainly nice if you spend some extra money, and they'll try to throw in some little bonuses to do that. Okay, and so some beta testers. So we got some people here that are involved: Kevin Kearney, Linda Neary, Anna Penny, and whatever their names are here. And the AA or the AAA, a bulletin board, always all adult BBS, and there's the phone number for it. Doubt that's still running, but there you go. All right, so that's the note that came with the download. Now, the download I got was from Al Lowe's website, allowe.com. And on this website, he has a bunch of games that he's basically giving away for free. And this is the last one on the list here. But, of course, he's got the Leisure Suit Larry games. And Al Lowe also did a lot of the kids' games like Mickey and Winnie the Pooh and Donald Duck and things like that. But this one here is as well. Again, maybe you can't see this. But again, just a note about the Leisure Suit Larry, sort of where it came from. And now I'm going to show the cover for this game, which is over here, kind of small, but I'm going to zoom in on this. Now, it's not explicit, but it's not exactly family friendly either, so just be warned. This is the only graphics you're going to see in the game. I show this for two reasons. One, I've shown the box art for other games in the past, so maybe you want to check this out. Oh, by the way, I'm also trying out a new green screen and lighting and stuff, which with the black here, I can see that I've got a little work to do, a little fuzzy back there. So sorry about that. But I point this out because, one, it's the cover art. Two, these people here on the right, this is Roberta Williams, and I believe this is Ken Williams. So this here is the owner of the owners of Sierra Online and the creators of the games we've already played before. So they pose for this cover art. And three, it's kind of funny because I think Ken is actually standing here in the hot tub as a waiter, it's a pretty good gag. I don't know who these women are, but there, down here at the bottom it says, note this game is R-rated. It is not suggested for minors or persons easily offended. It is offered solely for entertainment value. No other purpose is intended or implied by the manufacturer. Okay, so you've seen that. And the other thing I want to point out is this download also comes with a walkthrough. It's a HTML walkthrough, so this is done relatively recently. But right here it says, Allo writes this, it even includes an HTML walkthrough since you'll never solve the game without it. So I'm taking that to be permission to use the walkthrough to play this game. Okay, so without further ado, let's get onto it here. Let me go to my, so you can see the game right there, but I want to actually show the, yes. So I've got a zoomed in version here of I'm running this inside something called DOSBox, which is a DOS emulator, I guess you call it. You can run older DOS games. This one will not run on Windows 10. So I have not played this at all. I've seen little clips of video about how this goes, and I think I've played Leisure Suit Larry 1, which is roughly the same kind of story. But just to keep in mind, I will have the walkthrough up on the other screen here, because I do not intend to spend a lot of time messing around in this game, delving into the imagination of software developers working on an adult game in 1981. That's not really where I want my mind to be. But for the sake of history, I guess I will go through and do this. And for the sake of just being a completist in this series. Leisure Suit Larry also has kind of that same sort of creepy vibe to it. But it's a little more cartoony, and you don't have to use your imagination. So I feel a little more comfortable playing those. Okay. So let's get on with it. All right, so here we go. Originally written by Chuck Benson. This is version 2.4, aka The Psycho. Notice the flashing Gary Thompson rainbow. That is fantastic. Okay. All right, should save game be loaded? No, he keeps with the Psycho stuff. Gary Thompson, aka The Psycho. That's not really helping Gary Thompson. It's not making you look good here in 2019. But we don't have a save game, so we're not going to load it. All right, I'm in a sleazy bar. Off to a great start. Items in sight are a bartender, a button, a curtain. Other areas are north and west. So let's get out. I'm not going to get the map out, actually, because if you look over here at the walkthrough, I'll kind of give you a peek on it over here. So if you look just down below me here, there's already a map for me to refer to. So I'm not going to mess with that, with actually drawing the map. Especially because some of the names of this room, I don't want to write in a notebook that my children could find at some point. So the less trace this leaves, the better. And also, I don't know if you noticed this or not. I already closed it, but I had all that stuff running in an incognito window in Chrome because, again, I don't want to be those search terms to end up in my Google, my search history. Okay, I'm in a sleazy bar. Behind the bar sits the bartender. A sign hanging over him says, beer $100, whiskey $100. The place isn't furnished too well. A curtain hangs on one wall. I assume there's a window behind it. There's a button on the wall next to it. A fan whirls slowly overhead, moving the stagnant air around. Okay. So I'm more of a whiskey guy, I think. Actually, that's true in reality. So why don't I go ahead and buy myself a whiskey? Give the bartender $100, and he puts it on the bar. So let me get that whiskey off the bar. I've got it. Exclamation points. Now that's one thing I remember from this, from seeing some YouTube videos of this game, is there's lots of exclamation points. So get used to that. I know that personally, excessive use of exclamation points bothers me. So that's probably the least offensive thing in this game. But since it's all text adventure, it gets kind of annoying. All right, so we've got north and west. Let's go west. All right, I'm in a dimly lit hallway. The paint is peeling off the walls, and the floor hasn't been cleaned in months. Ugh, this is certainly sleazy. Cockroaches run across the floor, jumping as the loosely installed light bulb crackles and flickers. I mean, this is like one of those Hostel movies. An old desk sits pushed against the wall. A businessman sits on a broken chair. Seems kind of drunk. Okay, let's check out that desk. Oh, okay. Just open the desk. Let's look at the desk. What's that I see? Examine desk? I see nothing special. What now? Open desk. Okay. Examine desk. I see nothing special. Okay. So nothing going on here. What was the point of that? All right, let's look at that newspaper. It's the Gambler's Gazette. There's an article here which tells how to activate the games at the Adventurers Hotel. It says that blackjack can be played by entering Play 21. The slot machines start with Play Slots. 21 can be beat. The trick is always play with the blue cards and always bet $2. What in the world does that mean? Okay, let's get that newspaper. Okay, can I just already read it, but okay, same thing. All right. Excuse me. All right, what else is here? There's flowers. Nothing special. Let's get those flowers. All right. So this guy seems kind of drunk. Let's give him the whiskey. Maybe he needs a little bit more. The guy gives me a TV controller. 2 exclamation points this time. The most exciting thing to ever happen is to get a TV controller. Fantastic. All right, so let's get that controller. I've got it. Can I check my inventory? A wallet, a newspaper, flowers, a remote control unit. Okay, let's go. Let's see. We can go north. So east goes back to the bar. Let's go north. I'm in a bathroom. The stench is unbelievable. Graffiti is all over the walls. Cockroaches don't seem to survive in this place. Their dead bodies are strewn everywhere. I mean, the sink's faucets are broken. In fact, the sink hangs from the wall by its rusty plumbing. The toilet sits in the corner. It looks dangerous. I mean, sometimes I go to truck stop bathrooms, but this seems way worse than a truck stop bathroom. When I'm traveling, like to conferences, I'll stop at the truck stop bathroom. Okay, let's see. Let's just look at that toilet. That looks dangerous. Hasn't been flushed in ages. Stinks. 2 exclamation points. I really am filled with regret at this point. I just want you all to know that. I'm going to use it. I got those constipation blues. Ah, relief. Thanks. That passed for animation, I guess. Weird. Let's look at that graffiti. Oh my. A little bit of a graphic output here, but this is text. Still just text mode. At my IBM, where I sit, when I feel like fondling its bits. It is got an apostrophe when it shouldn't. I don't know if I want to read the rest of this out loud. Computer freaks peek before they poke. That's a computer joke. You peek and poke at memory addresses. ASCII and ye shall receive. Another computer joke. The password is belly button. We probably need to know that. I'd like to nibble her floppies. Ugh. I think nibble is also like a computer term, if I'm not mistaken. I hope so, anyway. All right. That was terrific. Wash basin. What the heck is a wash basin? What's that I see? Examine, wash. Oh, wait a second. Did a wedding ring just appear when I looked at the wash basin? Look ring. I see nothing special. Get ring. I've got it. Look ring. Nothing special. Okay, this is not a terribly well designed game because when I said look wash basin, it says what's that I see, and the only indication that something happened is it appeared up here in the list. That seems like a poor design. Okay, well, okay, let's go back here. I think we've done all about I can stand. And then we're in the hallway again. Okay, let's go back to the bar. Yep, okay. What have we got in here? We've got, let's see, there's a button. Place isn't furnished too well. Curtain hangs in one room. Oh, let's just push this button. See what happens. The voice asks, "What's the password?" Ah, it's belly button. The curtain pulls back. Look, curtain? I don't know if I want to do that. It's on the east wall. Oh, wait, the curtain... Okay, the curtain pulls back because now there's a... Okay, again, other areas up here, north, east, and west. Previously, it was just west and north, right? I can't remember now. Anyway, so let's go east through the curtain. I'm in the back room of the bar. There's, I mean, it's just painful. I'm not enjoying this experience. In 1981, though, I mean, if you're like an old bearded dude and I don't know, I guess if you're lonely or something, this might be fun. Or more likely if you're like, you know, in 1981 and you're like a 15-year-old, you find your dad's, you know, look in your dad's drawer and this is at the bottom. This is more likely the person who's going to enjoy this game. 38, almost 39, no, almost 40-year-old Matt Groves in 2019 is not the target audience for this game. I'm in the back room of the bar. There's this big dude in here with me. This big dude. He's wearing a button. I can't see what it says. Maybe I should take a close look at him. That seems like a bad idea. Stairs lead up to the second floor. There's a TV in the corner also. I get the feeling loitering is not encouraged here. Okay. Let's check out that TV. Look at that TV. Only if you turn it on. Say TV on. Is voice activated, I guess? What should I do? Take a look at all the... let's see. We got 9 channels. What's in channel 1? A masked man runs across the screen. Jumping up, he lands on his horse and yells, "Hi-ho, plutonium." We need like a cricket noise. That's what I need. Cricket noise. Like, sound effect. Let's see if we can find something. I can't hear it, but I think you probably heard it. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay, let's go with that. Let me get that one handy. Whoops. Sorry. I'm messing around with my SoundCloud here. Or my SoundCloud, my Streamlabs. Okay, got the cricket noise handy. Let's try it again. Okay. Alright, hi, Tony. He rides off into a green sky, nothing like a good old western to pass the time. Yeah, let's change the channel. Try 1 through 9. It's The Price is Fright. And now for our favorite host, Haunty Mall. Haunty jumps up on the stage. He asks, "And who's our first lucky contestant?" The announcer points out a lady. The crowd screams in ecstasy as she's dragged to the stage? Okay. Weird. All right, channel 3. Captain Jerk looks at the door from which behind the noise is coming. Throwing open the door, his face turns a deep red. He says, Scotty, what are you doing? Scotty replies, but Captain, my girl and I, we're engaged. Captain Jerk commands, well then, disengage. And the starship thrusts forward, penetrating deeper into space. Yeah, okay, whatever. Channel 4. The news. Today, the prime rate was raised once again to 257. This does not come to the record set back in 1996. 1996, when it broke the 1,000 mark. 1996. This game was released in 81. I wonder what maybe this date is calculated automatically or something? I don't know. When it broke the 1,000 mark, the birth rate has taken a dramatic fall. So, by the way, interest rates were kind of bad when this game was created, and kind of really bad. So that prime rate joke, it gets sort of historical context. It might land a little better. Not that interest rates jokes and the Fed and things like that aren't perennial, but they were especially bad. Anyway, the birth rate is taking a dramatic fall. This is due to the increased usage of computers as sexual partners. A little bit self-aware, I guess. However, yes, of innocent people are on the increase. And who is it? It's banking machines lead the list, followed by home computers. Okay, a little tasteless, but yeah. So banks are ripping us off. It's that kind of humor sort of thing. All right, change channel 5. Mr. Rod Jerks jumps up with his big sneakers and says in his cheery voice, guess what, boys and girls? Today we're going to learn about suckers. Susie C. Lollipop, can you stick it in your mouth? That's right, that's a nice lollipop, nice and hard. Ugh. What is that supposed to be from? What is that a reference to? Okay. Cable TV, they're showing the kinkiest X-rated movies. This one's titled Deep Nostril. The pimp likes this one. He's engrossed in the action he sees. He seems distracted now. Okay, I think that's what we're supposed to do, is distract. So that guy must be a pimp, I guess. So we're not going to change the channel. We're going to leave it there. So right now we can go west back to wherever we were, was it the main bar area? Or we can go up. So we're going to go up. The pimp takes $2,000? I thought we distracted him. And says, okay, I'm in a seedy bedroom. There's a hooker in here also. The bed's a mess, and the hooker's the same. The room is painted bright pink, and the ceiling is covered with mirrors. A sign says, take precautions. The clap could be fatal. Oof. The north is a sliding glass door. It leads to the balcony. Terrific. Now, items inside are a funky hooker and candy. All right, I want to get that candy. Oh, what kind of candy is it? Nothing special. All right, I'm not interested, so let's go back down. This is the one with the TV. Yep, okay, let's go west. Back in the bar, okay. Let's go north. What we can do is we can go north. So this is outside on the street. I'm on a sidewalk outside the bar. A couple of strange dogs wander around. Looks like we have a sign here. A cat is crouched in the entrance watching the dogs. Some paper blows by from the overfilled garbage dumpster next to me. I just missed stepping on a dog's calling card. The dogs look at me. I hope they don't think I'm a fire hydrant. They don't think I'm a fire hydrant. Okay, let's get a taxi. Hail taxi. A taxi pulls up and screeches to a halt. I get in the back and sit down. A sign says, we service 3 destinations. Pretty standard taxi cab experience, I guess. When asked, please specify disco. Disco. That's what people used to call clubs, in case you're wondering what disco is. Casino or bar, which we're already at. The driver turns and asks where to Mac, because that's what taxi drivers call you, is Mac. Well, 3 question marks. Let's go to the casino. We arrive and I get out. I'm on a downtown street. People from all walks of life are milling about. Cadillac limos and Mercedes sports cars drive up and down the street, bringing Gamblers to and from the casino. So I guess we're in like Vegas. To the north, a sign says, use our services to enter into a blissful life. The driver says, that'll be $100. All right, we're going to pay him. The driver says, thanks, and speeds off. Okay, so we're out of the bar area. We're now in the casino area. Things are going well, I guess. Okay, so we can go north and east. So let me just look at the map here. Let's go east. I'm in the main casino room, just some generic casino. Row upon row of slot machines fill the room. The bells of the machines clamor as winnings are paid out to the winners. The police cart off the losers. Well, I mean, that's not my experience with Vegas, but I suppose it's possible. Vagrancy is not tolerated here. Vagrants are exterminated, keeps the crime rate low, but everyone seems happy here. So I guess this is kind of a satirical commentary on lost wages, as they call it. I'll have to do, I guess. Okay, so, all right. So what should we do? We can play slots here if we want to. We can also play blackjack. So remember, you play slots or play 21. I do think we actually need to make money to proceed in this game, which is one of the annoying things. So, how much money do I have? I have $300. According to this walkthrough, which again, this would be kind of annoying if I didn't know this. We have to have at least $6,200. That's the minimum for this walkthrough. Okay, let's just say, what shall I do? Let's see. If you prefer playing blackjack, type N. Okay, so all right, so north is the blackjack room. I'm in the 21 room. Tables for playing blackjack are everywhere. The noise of people winning and losing fortunes fills the room. So I have played blackjack in a casino, and I played cheap blackjack. So not people losing fortunes. So I'm not familiar with those noises. A table stands in front of me. The dealer waits for me to join in. People gather. They want me to gamble my fortune away. A voice within me says, go for it, fool. Calling myself a fool. All right, so, I don't know, play 21. You have $300. How much do you wish to bet? What was it? It's always 2, right? Didn't they say always bet 2? Okay, I don't know. $100. Okay, you're dealt a 7. Dealer gets a card down. You're dealt a queen. Gets a 3. So 17. I don't think I'm going to hit for 17. 8, 9. Busted. Great. I win $400. Let's try $200. I get a jack and a 4, so 14. Let's hit on that one. Busted. Lose. Okay, let me... Luke? Okay. Can I save my game? Blackjack. Okay. We can just save scum this, I guess. $200. Queen... 4, 14, hit, busted. Okay. Huh? You're dead. Okay, I guess I died. You're out of money. So long! With 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 exclamation points. You're dead! Before you are 3 doors. Each will bring you to a different place. The game ends, back to life. You stay here and must choose again. That's an odd choice. Back to life unharmed. Still here. Huh? Still here. What? Okay, load. So let me just make sure I have $200. Okay. $200. Queen and 5 this time. 15. Do I hit? Yes. King and I bust, of course. Okay. Play again. No. Load. Blackjack. This is quite annoying. But I guess if you don't have a blackjack game on your computer, this might be just a fun way to pass the time, just playing blackjack. Although there are better blackjack games, even back then, I'm sure. Bet it all. 10 and a 7, 17. Dealer has a jack. I think I will stay. Tie. Okay, great. 200. 2 and a 7, so that's 9. Definitely going to hit. 9, 18. Nope, we're going to stay there. Dealer busted. Terrific. $400. Save. Yes. Blackjack. Okay. Play 21. 400. Betting it all. 4 and a 6, so that's a 10. Definitely going to hit. 16. Oh, 5 or less. We're going to hit. Oh, look at that. 21. Nope. Busted. And I get $800. Save. Yes. Blackjack. Okay, play 21. We're going to bet $800. 2 and a jack, so that's 12. We're definitely going to hit. 4, 16. Yeah, why not hit? Nope, busted. Okay, back to life, I guess. Oh, shoot. Oh, load. Okay, play 21, betting it all. 3 and a 7, that's 10. We're hitting. Queen, 20, I'm staying. Dealer busted. I have $1,600. We're going to save. Yes, blackjack. Play 21. $1,600. We're betting it all. It still won't get us there. House limit is $1,000. Oh, so lame. 2 and 10, 12. Yes, we're hitting. I get a 4. Yes, we're hitting. Okay, 20. I win. I have $2,600. Doing okay so far. House limit is 1,000. Dealt 5. A 4. That's a 9. We're going to hit 2. 11. Hit 8. 19. We're going to stay. This is, I mean, you know, in later Sierra games, they had similar kind of arcade sequences where you would, you know, you'd have to play a card game like this, or you'd have to work at a fast food restaurant, or play Astro Chicken. And one of the things they did, which I thought was very smart, was they allow you to skip those parts because they can be frustrating. You know, once you play it a couple times, you get the idea. There might be something fun here, but I kind of want to focus on the adventure right now. It'd be nice if I could skip this. 3, jack, 13. I'm going to hit 2, 15, hit 5, 20, stay. Dealer busted. Great. $3,600. We're betting 1,000. 5 and an 8. So that's 13. We're going to hit 10. Busted. Save, scumming up the place. Okay. I don't feel like this is super cheating because, again, I feel like it's kind of a lame diversion. And also, the game totally allows you to do this. We're going to bet 1,000 again. King. 5, 15. We're going to hit 5, 20. Stay. Yep, we win. Save. Yes. Blackjack. Okay. So we have 4,600. The walkthrough says we need 6,200 at the minimum. Yeah, so I think at this rate we're going to get to about 6,400, which should be fine. Jack and Jack, definitely staying. No. I win. Almost there. $1,000. This should do it if we win. 10 and 8, 18. I think we'll stay. 8 and 20. Dude, I guess 21. What shall I do? Play 21. We're going to bet 1,000. So a 3 and an 8. That's 11. We're going to hit 4. That's 15. We're going to hit again. 17. And we're going to stay. Tie. Great. I think there's not really a tie in actual casinos. I think ties go to the. They either. I think they go to the player, but I could be wrong about that. 15, would you like a hit? Dealer's got a 10. Oh, yeah, let's hit 5, 20. Dealer's busted. All right. No. Save. Okay, we made it. We have $6,400, $6,600. That should be enough to get us through the game. Okay. Now let's go back to the lobby. So we'll go south. This is in the main casino. So we go east. I'm in the main lobby. There's a stairway going up to the hotel desk. The only other exit leads back to the casino, which is west. Over in the corner is a flourishing plant, which is sitting in a pot. Okay. Couches and tables are also in the room, as are other items one would find in a lobby. The lobby is empty. Everyone's gambling. Again, just look up apostrophes. I mean, this should have been covered in grade school. Am I asking too much for someone who makes a text adventure game to use proper punctuation? Up. I'm at the registration counter of the hotel. A sign says no vacancy. There is an elevator next to the counter marked Penthouse Private. A button is next to the elevator. The smell of perfume fills the air. The sexiest blonde you have ever seen stands behind the counter. I'd sure love to ride her. Ugh. Disgusting. Okay, so where are we? We can go west and down. So down will take us back to the lobby, I guess. So let's go west. I'm in a hallway. So now I'm just a creep walking around a hotel hallway. Doors line each side. Most have do not disturb hung on the doorknobs. Waiters from room service pass by bringing food and drink to the hotel guests. An ashtray stands next to the wall. Ashtrays were, in the 80s, those were very common. Much more common than they are now. South is the entrance to the honeymoon suite. Honeymoon suite, okay. Let's check out this ashtray. Look at that ashtray. What do we got in there? What's that I see? Okay, a pass card is in the ashtray. We're going to get that pass card. Weird. Rummaging around in the ashes. Find a pass card for something. All right, let's go back east. We're in the registration counter. Yep. Let's go back down. This is the lobby. It's empty because everyone's gambling. Let's check out that plant. There's a group of bushes behind it. Okay. Can we go bushes? Can we use bushes? Huh? And we enter bushes. I don't know why I want to do this. I'm in a lush garden. Oh, I can't even take the exclamation points and the punctuation. So for anyone watching, if you're too shy to chat, I totally understand with a game like this. But I think there are a couple of you out there. So it would make me feel less creepy if someone was in here, also skewering this game with me. So feel free to say hi. But I totally understand if you don't want your name associated with this awful game. The air is filled with the aroma of all sorts of plants. Green ferns are everywhere. Roses and other flowers emit their wonder fragrances. Wonder fragrances. It's supposed to be wonderful. If there ever was a Garden of Eden, lowercase, this certainly has to be the place. Some bushes in a hotel lobby. Oh, a garden anyway. The entrance has disappeared as I walked in. How do I get out? It says up here, is a stool, a hammer, a mushroom. Other areas are by magic. What in the world? Okay, let's look at that stool. Let's get that stool. Okay, great. So at this point, the walkthrough tells me to drop the newspaper. I don't know why. I'm guessing to make room in my inventory. And drop the control. So up here you can see the list of objects. Again, this is kind of a unique feature of these early adventure games that you really couldn't do in many other games later, with the exception of the Carandia games, which, maybe we'll get to those someday. They're not Sierra. But you can't just leave items everywhere in in any of the later Sierra games, really. You had sort of infinite inventory, so you didn't need to leave items everywhere. So I don't know if the idea here was to make inventory management part of the game, or if there's a technical limitation. I mean, I would believe either one of those things. Inventory management is certainly a part of like the role playing games that adventure games kind of are related to, roughly. Okay, so anyway, let's get that hammer. Need that hammer and that mushroom. So we got stool, hammer, and mushroom. Got to have those. Okay. Don't do this at home, kids. Don't pick up mushrooms you find in a magic garden in a hotel lobby in Vegas. And definitely do not eat them. Eat mushroom. Holy cow. Psychedelic. Pretty colors appear and I'm elsewhere. That was the magic, I guess. Magic mushroom. Don't do drugs, kids. Especially not random mushrooms you find in the hotel lobby. Don't do mushrooms at all, in fact, is my advice, I would say. Don't play this game either, would be further advice I would give you. All right, we're in the bar. Back out in the bar, I guess. So we're going to go out to the street, which is... Wait. I thought it was north. Oh, we're on the street outside the bar. Okay. So I want to hail that taxi again. Taxi pulls up, reaches... So, okay, let's go to the disco. We already got the casino, made some money. We got a hammer and a stool, I guess, and lots of money. We're going to the disco. We arrive and I get out. I'm on a sidewalk. To the north is a fancy doorway, the entrance to the disco club. An old bum sits by the entrance. He's definitely seen better days. I mean, that's sort of implied by the old bum. The guy really looks tormented. Why? All right. To the east is the pharmacy, like a CVS sort of thing, I guess. Apartment houses and homes line the rest of the street. The driver says that'll be $100. Pay that driver. Driver says thanks and speeds off. All right, so looking at the map here, we're the residential street, the disco, residential area disco, I guess. Let's go north into the disco. Disco entrance. I'm at the entrance to the disco. Pictures line the entranceway showing the happy singles who attend their club. All right. Singles pass by me into the club. Couples wander out, kissing and making eyes at each other. A door is to the west. The door has a sign on it. So I'm picturing disco. I'm picturing leisure suits, obviously. Large lapels. Bell bottoms. Just really big hair. That's what I'm picturing right now. Really like massive 70s or 80s glasses. People are wearing massive glasses. And that's what I'm picturing. All right, doors to the west, doors, a sign on it. Okay, so let's, the door. Can we just look at the door? A sign says, entry by showing pass card. Club members and their guests only. So, I forgot about the pass card, which is nothing special, but apparently it's a disco pass card. Someone left it in an ashtray. Weird. Okay, let's open that door. A voice asks, pass card. I search my pockets and I have it. The door opens. Amazing. Let's go west then into the disco. I'm in the swinging singles disco. There's a crazy DJ playing the newest hits. Is he really crazy if he's playing the newest hits? A crazy DJ would be playing like banjo music and like Lou Reed's Metal Machine music or, cat noises or something. That would be a crazy DJ. The dance floor is filled with guys and gals doing the best steps in town. The crowd is really getting into it. Everybody's having fun. There's a table to stand at over by the dance floor. A sign at the table, wine $100. Seems steep, but I'll buy the wine. The waitress takes $100 and says she'll return. We don't get a prompt. It's just pausing, waiting for the waitress right now. Hopefully this isn't a bug. Is this commentary, again, on poor service at disco clubs? Poor service, I guess. Literally it is. Poor service. What shall I do? Okay, do I have the wine now? Oh, there, yeah, bottle of wine shows up at the table. Okay. There is a girl here and a waitress. Look at the girl. Cute and innocent, just the way I like my women. Oh, this girl is great. She has a beautiful California tan. And, okay, yes, yes, you can read the rest. I dream about getting this nice a girl. I hope you play this game well enough so I can have my jollies with her. Ugh. You could make your puppet a very happy man. Okay, so that puppet is a reference to, if you remember, the instruction manuals we read for the previous games. They use the same sort of metaphor that you're controlling a puppet in the game, or the computer is your puppet, that sort of thing. Well, we're in a disco. Let's get dancing. Boogie woogie, yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 Etc. I got the steps, man. What is happening? Okay. Let's give her the ring. She blesses and puts it in her purse. We just give some random woman we just met and boogie woogie with, haven't said a word to her, giving her a ring. Give her the candy. Where'd I get that candy from? Was that from the bathroom or something? Gross. Okay, give flowers. I think I stole those from the hotel. She blushes profusely and puts them in her hair. Oh, that's nice. She says, see you at the marriage center. The marriage center? What is a marriage center? That's where Scientologists go. Yes. We have completed level 7. And we are almost clear. Now we need to go to the marriage center. Alright, let's get that one. I paid $100 for it. Now, let's leave. Now, you can't do this. You can't take wine out on the street. Although, I guess if we're in Vegas, maybe. Am I interested in disco? Yep, okay. We're going to go south. Here we are. The street. There's like a bum out here. He's definitely seen better days. He looks tormented. I feel bad for him. Let's give him some wine. Ugh. Are you... this game, I swear. You could have given him some food. You could have given him some money. But no, let's enable him. Let's give him some wine. He looks at me and starts to speak. Well, my son, here's my story. I came here many years ago, and my goals were the same as yours. But this adventure was too much for me. Here's a gift. Carry it with you at all times. There's some kinky girls in this town. And you never know when you may need to use this to defend yourself, plus return. After all, you may get caught in a program bug. Like I did. Uh-huh. All right. Yep, I get it. He throws up and gives me back the wine. Oh my goodness. This is all kinds of messed up. He gave me a knife. I gave a bum some wine, and he gave me a knife. Why do I need a knife? I don't really want to carry a knife around in this game. Hopefully it's something innocent enough. Going to the pharmacy. On one wall sits a magazine rack. A sign reads, "This is not a library, no reading." A pharmacist sits behind the counter. Kids stop and buy candy. I mean, maybe I'm in the wrong frame of mind, but I'm thinking we're at a bar, we're at a disco. This is like 10, 11 at night, maybe later, and there's kids coming in here to buy candy? Don't even mention kids in this game, all right? Program, all right? Computer program. Don't even talk about kids. Others buy newspapers, cigarettes, etc. A mirror to protect against shoplifting is mounted in the corner. All right. There are some items in here. There's a display rack, and there is a rubber. We're going to buy the rubber. The man leaves over the counter and whispers, "What color?" I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this anymore. What color do I want? I don't know. Just clear. And for a flavor, Unflavored, please. Lubricated, yes. Ribbed, sure. He yells. This pervert just bought a clear, unflavored, flavored, lubricated, ribbed rubber. A lady walks in and looks me. A lady walks by and looks me in disgust. Hey, Yeti Man 01. Thanks for stopping in. Bro, play Shadow of Cerberus. What is Shadow of Cerberus? I'm curious. Thanks for dropping in, by the way, Yeti Man, for this awful, awful game. I have actually got, it's part of my series on Sierra games, so I'm going to finish this game. I'm not going to stop to play Cerberus right now, but I'm curious to hear what that game is. All right, let's check out this rack here. Okay, a certain kind of magazine is there. Shadow of Cerberus is a Sierra Online game. Oh, okay, so I've got a list here of games, and I'm going through in chronological order. And so where is the Shadow of Cerberus? Right here, 1992. So I will definitely get to that if, well, assuming I keep playing this series. That's pretty far down the list, though. Shadow of Cerberus, I will get to it. I certainly plan to do that. I've never heard of it before, actually. So interesting that you brought it up. Anything particular? Is this a game you have fond memories of? Is it like a graphical adventure game? Text adventure? I'm kind of curious now. So I'm going to make a note here that this was recommended by you. Recommended by YetiMan01 on Twitch. It's a game I used to play, graphical adventure RPG. Oh, an RPG. Okay, well, I don't know. We'll see if it's like a true RPG or if like Quest for Glory RPG. I can probably handle that. If it's an RPG, it requires a lot of grinding and stuff. May not have time to play that. We'll see. At least play a little bit of it. Maybe not play the whole thing. But I'm curious, because that's... 92 was around the time I started really getting into Sierra, and this is not a game that I remember. So, I'll definitely check that out. Thanks for dropping in and recommending that to me. Appreciate that. This is the game we're on right now. I've already played these three right here, and we're currently on this game right here. I just don't even feel comfortable saying it, but that's the game we're playing right now. And we're going to get through it. Okay, so there's a magazine there. So at this point we can... it says I have wine. I don't need wine anymore because I'm probably out of room in my inventory, so I'm going to get that magazine. Oh, shoot. I'm supposed to buy the magazine. Okay, shoot. Okay. Well, that stinks. Because it's been a while since I saved the game. So I gotta go back through this as quickly as possible. But I do have enough money, right? Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay, so we're going to go south. We're going to go east. Up. West. Look ashtray. Get pass card. East. Down. Look plant. Enter bushes. Get stool. Drop newspaper. Drop control. Get hammer. Get mushroom. Eat mushroom. Street outside bar south. Hail taxi. Oh, wait. I'm in a hallway. East. North. Yeah, okay. Hail taxi. I want to go to the disco. So you don't even get a chance here. If you don't pay the driver, if you don't buy the item, you just die. You straight up die. Open door. I actually had no idea the company was called Sierra Online. I thought only their online multiplayer service was called Sierra Online. I used to play a bunch on there, Cerberus, Red Baron, some card games, chat, etc. Yeah, so online back in the early 80s means something very different than what it came to mean later. But they actually did have an online service at one point. I forget what it was called, like Sierra Land or something like that. This was, again, sort of pre-web. or early days of the web. So you could connect and you could play some online games, some multiplayer games in chat. So this is probably what you're talking about. Their online service was called Sierra Online? I thought it was called something else. We can look it up for sure. Sierra Online Service. What was it called? Yeah, that was it. Maybe you're right. Yeah, I think you could be right, but what was it called? Sierra's online, like, so I never got like a membership to it. I always wanted one. Um, oh man, I cannot remember what it was called. Sierra modem service. Um, what was that called? Now it's killing me. It was like a Prodigy or AOL type thing. Let's see. Man, that is really killing me. Imagination. Ah, that sounds right. Imagination Network. Yes, yes. Oh, that's a YouTube video. But I wanted to, yeah, I wanted to show you this one actually. Let's minimize this one for a second. So I'm going to bring this over here just to give you an idea. This is all I really remember because this was in the catalog or the magazine, Sierra magazine, in for short. But it was this really cool idea where it was like this graphical kind of town. And you could click on various places in the town to do things like mail. You would go on and leave messages for other members. Casino, you would go play card games online, basically, and things like that. And you know, I kind of always wanted it, but it was it just cost a lot of money to do that kind of stuff back then. That Volcano and Back was Shadow of Cerberus. So the Shadow of Cerberus was a imagination only game. Because if so, that might be tough for me to pull off if it's not available. But yeah, Imagination Network. Yeah, that's a blast from the past. But you can see all this kind of stuff here. Red Baron was one, I think, that was compatible with it. This must be Shadow of Cerberus right here. That's what you're talking about. But it's on Abandonia, so maybe there's a version we could download and play. I don't know. Maybe we'll put that on the list. It's called Imagination. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I have to make a note about that. So Imagination Network. When did that actually happen? Just kind of trying to get a date here. Imagination Network. Development 1989. The game was launched on. Oh, wait, the game. Game only online. Okay. Huh. Okay, yeah, May 6, 1991. So let's add that to the list here for sure. Shadow of Cerberus from 1992, but let's put that in here between 91 and 92. I think that's probably worthwhile. Imagination Network. What was the date it said? May 6, 1991. May 6, 1991. I'm going to say online service. definitely something worth checking out. Thanks for that, yeah, man. Something I totally almost forgot. Because I used to get free subscriptions to the Sierra's magazine, Sierra's game magazine, kind of like Nintendo Power for Sierra games, and I would just devour those magazines, like every page, every word, every picture. I would love them. This list of games brings you so many good memories. Yeah, absolutely. And right now we're in games that are like before my time, and I never really got into. But I kind of want to. There's a little bit of history to them because like Mystery House is a precursor to the Laura Bow games, and Wizard and the Princess is a precursor to King's Quest games. Mission Asteroid is kinda, but not really, a precursor to Space Quest games, and so on. So we're really going down the list here, and we'll get to the really good stuff here. Um, probably really the first good one, probably King's Quest, Quest for the Crown in '83. That was really kind of a game changer, I think, in terms of adventure game history. So it'll be fun to get to that. I didn't spend a lot of time in King's Quest series or King's Quest 1, so it'll be fun to revisit that. Are you going to do a Lucas Games playthrough? Well, I love Lucas Games too, but I kind of wanted to go through all the Sierra games, and I kind of realized looking at this list, that's going to be a lot of work to get through that. I mean, I'll probably stop somewhere around 99, like when Half-Life comes out. Like Gabriel Knight 3 will probably be the last game I play, so I'll just go ahead and we'll just sort of gray these out here. Because that'll probably be the last like true Sierra adventure game is Gabriel Knight 3. But and a lot of these are not adventure games, so I won't be playing those. But as you can see, there's 261 games on this list, and that's a lot to go through. But I would love to do LucasArts games, Lucas Games playthroughs. I'd love to do some of the other really good adventure games like Carandia and there's a couple like spin-off companies of Sierra, people that left Sierra to go to adventure games elsewhere. I'd love to cover all of those. But let's just start with Sierra first, and we'll see how far I get. Maybe I'll get bored and go to LucasArts after that. What's your favorite Lucas game? Since you mentioned it there, because those are all really good games for sure. Day of the Tentacle. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a real good one. One of my favorites. I probably replay that like once a year or so. And I think there was even a. So I used to do this with my brother. We tried to do Twitch games like co-op, and we got the Day of the Tentacle remaster version, which is what we played of it. Looked really great, like way better graphics, and then like kind of remastered original sound from the original voice actors, which I really liked. Okay, but let's get back to this awful text adventure game slog. Monkey Island remaster. Yeah, so I like Monkey Island. I played like the first two original ones. I never really got into any of the games after that. I would like to get to those. All right, so we opened the door. Okay, we're gonna go west. We gotta go through this nonsense again. The bad service. Get the wine. Probably after the bum would be a good time to save the game, just in case something else happens. Thank you for the follow, Yeti Man. I appreciate that. I don't think the graphics are showing up for some reason for your follow, but I appreciate it. I do mostly live coding, like programming on the stream during the week, but I'll do gaming stuff from time to time. Okay, got the wine. We're just gonna look at the girl. Yep, she's great. Let's do some dance. This is just annoying. The boogie woogie, yeah, boogie woogie, yeah, etc. Watch a lot of programming streams also. Have to head to work. Have a good day. Well, have a good day at work, Yeti Man. I appreciate you hanging out. And yeah, maybe you'll drop in for a programming stream here. I'll be doing it on Tuesday and Thursday this week. And I got the steps, man. So have a good day at work. Let's give her the ring. I think it's time to propose to her after one boogie woogie. Here's the candy and here's the flowers. Okay. get that wine, and we're going to go east and south and give the wine to the bum. And he tells this whole thing, and then program bug, and ha ha ha. Save, and we're going to call this one bum. Okay, and now we're going to go east. And, oh no, yes, we're going to go east. We're going to buy the rubber, and it's going to be, I don't care, X, Y, yes, yes. Fine. Look at that rack, and drop the wine. Buy, this time, magazine. It takes $100 for a magazine. We're going to look at the magazine. I don't really want to. An interesting magazine. So we're caught up now. This is ground we've not covered yet. An interesting magazine with a nice centerfold. The feature article is about how to pick up an innocent girl at a disco. It says shower her with presents, so we already kind of did that. Dancing won't hurt either, and wine is always good to get things moving. Really, really bad advice, I think, but what do I know? I've only been married for 16 years at this point. It's a shower with presents thing. It's a fine gesture, but maybe not the very first minute that you meet her. Okay, anyway, what else we got here? So we're going to go west. We're back on the street. We're going to hail that taxi. What? Are we supposed to meet her at the marriage center or something? Why are we going back to the bar? Charge says $100, so we're back at the bar area. We're going to pay the driver. Okay, save. I'm going to call this one bar. South into the bar, sleazy bar. We're going to push that button. Password was belly button. Didn't we already do this? Okay, east, up. Oh, okay. We're back in this room, the hooker's bedroom. So we're going to use the rubber. Okay, it tickles. Hilarious. Okay, now everyone look away. This is the... I hope there's a synonym for this. Let's just say do hooker. I don't know how to do something. All right, get it over with. Screw hooker. Terrific. It was a good thing I wears a rubber. She was okay, but really, can't you do better than this? The score is now 1 out of possible 3, so congratulations. We'll go to it, you stud. Find me another girl. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Twitch. So sorry, YouTube. So sorry for this. Okay. Yes, we got to drop the rubber. Not the correct thing to do, but let's not get into that. Get out of here. And a balcony. This is one of those sleazy bars with a balcony. Off in the distance, I see a brightly lit billboard. A fire escape ladder is at one end of the balcony. A sign says, use in extreme emergency. Looking towards the west end of the balcony, I see a window ledge. It looks too dangerous to go there. I might fall. The place smells of garbage. Okay, we're going to save, because I don't want to go through that again. Balcony. Let's go down. There's a fire escape ladder above me, which lowers automatically. Oh, I'm in a filthy dumpster now, by the way. Whenever weight is put on it, as a result, I find myself in the garbage dumpster, which some fool, again with the fool, placed under it. The trash in this thing is foul. I mean, what do you want? You want good trash? This isn't that good trash I'm used to hanging out in. This is foul. I'm sitting in a sea of coffee grinds and eggshells. We're behind a bar, right? What are they doing with all these eggshells? Coffee grinds. Well, coffee grinds, maybe I could see. Trash surrounds me. I think I may puke. Well, let's look at the garbage then. What's that? I see an apple core. Do I really need the apple core? Get core. Great. Look at that core. There's seeds in it. Great. Drop core. Get seeds. What do I need apple seeds for? All right, we're getting out of the garbage. We're on the street. We're going to hail the taxi. And since we just rolled down in garbage, let's go to the casino. We're going to pay the driver. Okay, we're going to save. Yeah, and we're back at casino. Okay, look, how much money do I have left? $4,000. All right, so let's go north. into the marriage center, Quickie Marriage Center. I'm in a Quickie Marriage Center. A flashing neon sign says, "Why wait? Marry the girl of your dreams today. You provide the girl. We provide a legal marriage for only $1,000. A plaque on the wall proclaims over 1 million served. To the east is Adventurers Hotel. Seems like quite a classy place." So this guy's just an idiot. I mean, that's clearly what's happening here. There's a girl here, and there's a preacher here, so what am I supposed to do? Get married. I can't do that. Marry girl. Not woman, girl. Okay, why am I doing this? That's a good question. The preacher takes $1,000 and winks. The girl grabs $2,000 and says, "Meet me at the honeymoon suite. I've got connections to get a room there." What in the world? It's the first time we've talked is after the marriage. After she takes $2,000 from me, we've actually talked. Whatever. South, and then we're at the street. I want to go. So we're going to go back to the honeymoon suite, right? So main casino room, and then the lobby. So we go up to the hotel desk. There's a voluptuous blonde here, by the way. Was that clear from before? Yeah. She's behind the counter. Okay. All right. If I remember the map correctly, west is the hallway. And it says here that the south is the honeymoon suite, right? All right, here we go. Whoops. Pushed the down arrow. I'm in the honeymoon suite of the hotel. The decor is fabulous. A giant heart-shaped bed sits in the corner of the room. Okay, the floor is covered with a deep shag rug. A Tiffany lamp provides just the right amount of light to complete the atmosphere. So shag rug with Tiffany lamp. I mean, I'm getting all kinds of mixed signals here. A breeze flows through the curtain on the east wall, and there's a girl here and a bed. Okay, we can go north and east. What? Go east. I'm out on a porch. A high wooden fence surrounds the porch. There's a little hole in the fence. An arrow points at it. Written next to it is a message. Look here. A sign says, "See the city from the comfort of your own porch." What is going on? The sun is out. Okay, I guess it's the morning. It is rays. Beat down on the porch, making it very hot. All right, so let's look at that hole. For some reason, we're going to ignore the girl that I just married in the honeymoon suite. We're going to go on the porch and look at a hole. This is a Peeping Tom's Paradise. Across the way is another hotel. Aha! The curtains are open at one window. The bathroom door opens and a girl walks out. Holy cow. You just got married, dude. And look at the way they sway as she strides across the room. Now she's taking a large sausage-shaped object and looking at it longingly. She shut the curtain. Okay, dropped the magazine, apparently. And there's a radio here. I don't know why. Listen radio. An advertisement says call 555-0987 for all your liquor needs. West. We're back here in my honeymoon suite. Oh. I just typed clear like I'm at a PowerShell command line. Okay. Look, the honeymoon of the hotel, the decor is fabulous. Yeah, okay. So we're just going to ignore her? What's happening here? North, east. So we're back in the lobby. No, the registration desk. Down. West. I'm back on the street. My wife is in the suite. I don't know what's going on. Hail that taxi. We're just going to take a taxi over to the disco. Why not?
Bing, bada, boom.
Hey, E5, Part 4 CO. I don't have no idea how to say your name, but thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. I can't believe you'd want to follow after watching this wretched game. This is not typically what I do on the stream. I do play adventure games from time to time, but I do a lot of coding, a lot of live coding. So but we're doing. I'm going through the whole Sierra series right now. So thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Back at the disco. Gotta pay that driver. How much do I have in my wallet? Because the between the preacher and my wife, I really got cleaned out. Okay, we're going into the disco entrance again. We're going to open that door up. I have the pass card. Yep, we're going to go west. Back to my table. What's to the south? I don't know. We're going to go south. Telephone booth. All right. Oh, because I have the phone number to call the liquor store, I guess. I'm in a dimly lit hallway. The paint is peeling off the walls. Wasn't I just here before? This is the same hallway description as in the bar. Okay. Let's call 555-0987. A voice answers and says, "Wine for the nervous newlyweds." Okay, I see. So probably if I had tried already with my wife, it would have been like, "Oh, we're nervous. We need some liquor or something." Coming right up. So I guess I ordered it. All right, north. There's no phone in the hotel. We're going to hail the taxi. And casino. Pay, driver, save. Yeah, we're going to call this wine. Now let's call this casino again. Okay. I did pay the driver, right? Yes. East, up, west. So back into my... And just look away. Just cover your eyes. She says, "Lay down, honey. Let me give you a special surprise." I lay down, and she says, "Okay, now close your eyes." I close my eyes, and she starts to go to work on me. I'm really enjoying myself when suddenly she ties me to the bed. Then she says, "So long, turkey," and runs out of the room. Well, the score is now 2 of a possible 3. Is it? You got George Costanza, but I'm also tied to the bed and can't move. So I can use my knife and cut the rope. See if I have the knife. I do, and it worked. Thanks. Thanks. The game just said thanks to me. That's weird. I don't need this radio anymore. Let me get that rope, though. Gotta get that rope. We're going to call this one Costanza. The Seinfeld reference, in case you've not know what I'm talking about. Let's get out of here. So I've scored twice, apparently. I'm still married, by the way, legally. West. I don't know why she wanted to get married. I guess to get money from me? I don't know. Hail taxi. Let's go back to the bar. Pay driver. I think this skipped a step here, but we're supposed to go back into the bar. Push button. Belly button is the password. East, up, north. So I'm on the balcony again. Why am I up here? Bartlett billboard, a fire escape ladder. Use an extreme emergency. I might fall. The place smells like garbage. Use rope for what? What am I using a rope for? The balcony to... I don't... Oh, my safety rope. Okay. I'm on a window ledge. My safety rope leads back to the fire escape. Okay, confused. While it helps some, I could still fall and kill myself, so be careful. Why start now? The window looks into a room, but I can't see too much from here. Should be too much, T-O-O. People down in the street below look up at me and scream something about daunt jump. What's their problem? The apostrophes in this game are just a problem for me. They really are. The worst thing about this game, at this point for me, I shouldn't say that. That's not fair to say. It's one of the worst things for me. Beyond the sleazy content of this game is the abuse or lack of use of apostrophes. All right. Use rope. Go west. Huh? West. I can't go in that direction. All right, I did that, I guess. Break window. The window smashes to pieces. Why am I doing this? I'm in the room I broke into. So did I, use a rope to get from one balcony to someone's window and break in? Why? How is that intuitive at all? This goes back to the intuitive problem we've had with the previous games. It's probably the least intuitive thing in this game so far. So it's not as bad as like The Princess and the Wizard, where nothing made any sense. This at least makes sense in its own twisted, messed up world. I'm in the room I broke into. The entrance on the far side of the room is locked shut. The plaster is falling off the wall. The usual. The usual. The only items around are a paper bag and a bright pink bathrobe. The wall has a centerfold taped to it. Through the door's peephole, I see people in the hallway. Bad exit. Bad exit. Okay. I don't need this knife anymore. Okay. There's pills in here. I'm just going to get some random pills. We're going to go north. Back on the ledge. And then east. I broke into this person's house to steal their pills. That checks out. We're going to go down, west. Hail the taxi. And then we're going to the casino. And paying the driver. Why do we have pills? Why do we break into their house? It's really unclear, that part of the game. That's really weird. Okay. Casino. We're going into the lobby again. We're going to go up. The label on the bottle says, want to drive someone crazy with lust. Try this. So this is the blonde. We're going to give her the pills. No, 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 no. The blonde looks at the pills and says, thanks, I love this stuff. She takes a pill. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. Okay. No. This is not cool. This is not cool at all. So long, sucker. I'm going to see my boyfriend. I mean, I get the joke there, but no, this is not good. No, this is not acceptable content. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm sorry. I don't endorse any of this kind of nonsense. All right, but she's gone now, so there's an elevator, so we can push the button to the elevator. Elevator doors open. I get in. As the doors close, music starts playing. It's the usual elevator stuff, boring. We start to move. After a few seconds, the elevator stops. The doors open, and I get out. I'm in the foyer of the penthouse. Over in the corner is a spiral staircase. Next to the elevator is a button. Suddenly, it's just describing everything. The place is nicely decorated, no expense spared. The kitchen is to the east. Beautiful paintings from some centuries-old artist cover the walls. Couldn't be bothered to look up the name of an artist. This place is quite impressive. Yeah, I get the idea. We're almost done. I'm in the kitchen. There's a sink to one side. High over the sink is mounted a cabinet. Odd phrasing. There's no dishes in sight. The place is kept quite tidy. No dirty dishes or pans around here. There's a little sign over the sink. The sign says water on or off to operate. Well, okay. Let's drop that stool and let's climb on the stool because I'm too short apparently. Let's look at that cabinet. And we've got a pitcher. Let's get that pitcher. I'm having flashbacks to Mystery House with the pitcher of water stuff. Water on. Fill pitcher. This is identical. Water off. West. So we're back in the foyer. Push button. Elevator doors open. I get in, this door's closed, music starts playing, it's usual elevator stuff, boring, start to move. After a few seconds, the elevator stops, the door is open, and I get out. So I broke into a person's penthouse to get a pitcher of water? All right, we're going to go down, and we're here. We're going into those bushes again. To the magical garden land. No, not clear. That's PowerShell. Lush garden. We're going to drop those apple seeds, and we're going to water those seeds. A tree sprouts. Look at that tree. What's that I see? It's an apple. Okay, get the apple. Weird. Eat the mushroom. Why not? And now we're back in the bar. Okay, and I'll go to the street outside the bar. North. Yep. And hail taxi. Casino. Pay driver. Okay. I'm going to save the casino again. Casino. We're almost there. We're almost there. East. East. Up. Push button. We're in a penthouse again. Up for some reason. I'm in a living room. There's a closet on one wall. Like the rest of the place, it is very well furnished. Nobody seems to be here. But I think I hear a gurgling noise coming from somewhere. A very nice place. This guy just loves this place. Open that closet. Okay. Look, closet. What's that I see? An inflatable doll. I think inflatable is spelled wrong. Get doll. Inflate doll. Alrighty. Drop doll. Please, please, no. Please. Please. Oh my gosh. Yep. I made a typo. Oh boy, it's got 3 spots to try. I thrust into the doll. Kinky A. I start to increase my tempo of a flatulent noise. Doll becomes a pop balloon soaring around the room. It flies out of the room and disappears. Why are we doing this? Penthouse porch. I'm outside on an expansive rooftop. The sun shines in amongst the plants and trees. So it's, again, in the daytime. Birds flutter about. There's a jacuzzi in the middle of the porch. Well, there's the source of the gurgling noise. A wooden fence surrounds the entire area. Jacuzzi is the gurgling noise, not the wooden fence. Okay. So we're going to go down. I'm in the jacuzzi! Oh boy, does this feel good. I gotta say, I do love a hot tub. Can finally identify something good in this game. I do love a hot tub. Water swirls around me. It's warm, soaked into my body. The feeling of relaxation is almost numbing. Over the other side is the most beautiful girl. Just came right into her penthouse. And she doesn't seem to be screaming or calling the police. I hope she doesn't mind my buying here. Okay, at this point in the game, I gotta feel like the guy writing this stuff is just way too worked up. And it's just awful typo is the result of that. Look at the girl. What a beautiful face. She's leaning back in the jacuzzi with her eyes closed. Seems extremely relaxed. The water's bubbling all around her. A 10. She's so beautiful, a guy could really fall in love with a girl like this. I presume her name is Eve. At least that's what the towel next to her has embroidered on it. Oh. Her name is Eve. Give her the apple. She takes the apple and raises it to her mouth with an outrageously innocent look. She takes a small bite out of it. Smile comes across her face. She's really starting to look quite sexy. She winks and lies back in the jacuzzi. One last time. She hops out of the tub, the steam rising from her skin. Her body is the best thing I've ever seen. Then she comes up to me and gives me the best time of my life. Well, I guess that's it. As your puppet in this game, I thank you for the pleasure you have brought me so long. I've got to get back to my new girl here. Keep it up. Thy quest is over. Thank you so much for playing. If you like this game, I do not, and would like to see more by Gary, I do not, please register this game by sending $20 to the address below. Thanks. I will not. Gary Thompson, you could have done better, buddy. You really could have done better. A lot of this was just sort of juvenile, like Animal House type stuff, Revenge of the Nerds type stuff. But there are a few parts in this game where it's just completely inappropriate. The R word several times. Not necessary. So beyond that, and beyond the questionable goals and content of this game, questionable is being kind. Your apostrophe use, Gary, and your spelling, it's not that much text. You gotta, I don't know what else to tell you, Gary. Credits. Thank you for important people without whom I doubt I could have gotten this game done. First, my beta testers. Without their help, I wouldn't have located many bugs in the first few versions of this game. Penny and Linda? Why would you let this go, Penny and Linda? It's Kevin. I don't want to blame you, Penny and Linda, but I kind of do. because you kind of signed off on this game, and you really shouldn't have. But who am I to judge? Huh? Who am I to judge? I'm not going to get too self-righteous here. This is the end. More credits. I'd like to thank Al Lowe for all his help, especially for including this game in latest greatest hits and Mrs. Packages. We mentioned that earlier. Art Constantino for providing me with own beta testers on the forum Always All Adult. He's been valuable help. Gary the Psycho, you did it. 3 out of 3. The end. All right, so we're shutting this off. I don't think it should be a mystery at this point what I think of this game. Offensive. Disturbing. Problematic, to say the least. Not fun. Not funny. What can I say? Some positive things about it? Is that allowed? Say some positive things. I think I'd say compared to The Wizard and the Princess, some of the game logic, at least, was a little bit more intuitive. Up until, some parts with the garden was weird, and the without the walk. I mean, I had the walk through the whole time, so I didn't want to struggle with this game any more than I needed to. I knew going in it would be bad. I didn't think it would be this bad. The casino part is annoying, but frankly, I think I'd rather play in the casino than do what I had to do to finish this game. I can't recommend playing this. I can't even recommend watching this video. I'm not even sure I want to upload this to YouTube, honestly. I don't really want this associated with me. So yeah, I'm not happy with it, and I can't recommend it. It's bad. It's not funny. It's not enjoyable. It's not good. There's almost nothing redeeming about it at all. So sorry, Gary. I know this was a different time when you wrote this, but yeah. All right. Well, on that sad note, let's cross this one off on the list here. Give that a green color. Give it a puke green color. Where's the... Is it a different green? Different shade of green? I'm just going to say yuck on this one. YouTube video. I don't know. I may as well post it. So I went through all this trouble. Save people in the future. The later Leisure Suit Larry games, I'm sure they will hopefully not be this bad, but they'll still be the same type of thing. The same sort of juvenile, sophomoric, bad attempts at humor, that sort of thing. All right, well, I don't know what else to say. I really kind of just want to make it clear I did not endorse this game, this content, anything that I had to do to complete this game. None of this stuff I can recommend. I would say nothing this person did in this game is of any redeeming value. Giving drugs to people, taking drugs, giving wine to hobos, breaking into people's houses. I don't want to be this guy. Normally a game, it's like I'm playing as the hero, I'm playing as the main character. I can identify with him. The only thing I could identify with this guy was his love of jacuzzis. That's about it. Everything else, I don't want to be this guy. And I can't imagine why you would want to be this guy. So that's tough. I don't get it. I don't know what else I can say other than next time, the next game in the series is Ulysses and the Golden Fleece. Not a game I've ever played, but I think this is also in the same vein as the Mystery House, Wizard and the Princess, and so on. If we're mapping these to Sierra franchises, this one might map to Quest for Glory, maybe. We'll see. That would be my guess right now. But we're going to skip Threshold. That's I looked some of these up already. This is like an arcade action, non-adventure game, so we're going to skip that one. Anyway, if you want to check out some of my old videos, you can go to down at the bottom of the screen. You can see bit.ly/GrovesTube. Check out other games. I like to do a lot of coding most of the time. You see a lot of programming in there. But that's it for tonight. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me, YetiMan01, and thank you for the follow. E5 Part 4C0. If you are a real person, if you're a bot, thank you anyway. And everyone, don't play this game. Later.